Hello, folks. Today is a good day for a hunt, I think, Ben.
I agree.
It turns out, I didn't know this because this wasn't really planned. I was like, "Hey, Ben,
Surprise!
what are you doing at 11 a.m.?" Because I heard we could play this game that has us hunting some monsters, which we're still doing tomorrow. By the way,
definitely.
it's gonna be you and Jean-Luc, I think. We're gonna do later game stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, like high rank hunts.
Yeah, high ranked hunts. Like you're like 60, 70 hours in. I mean, here I can kind of show the tease, I guess. We're not gonna show the character just in case,
because I don't want to spoil armor. I don't want to spoil any of that stuff.
Exactly.
Also, I don't know what I'm allowed to show, but I'm 71 hours in right now, so
And we have basically it's like a review copy. But we're gonna take you guys through kind of like the first hour or so. Maybe we'll go a little longer than that. Character creations, whatnot. I guess we can watch the cutscene. I guess that's what happens here.
yeah. If I remember right,
Okay, we're about to find out.
It kicks off. Yeah.
Damn you, loading screen. That wheel right there looks a lot like the Sea of Thieves loading screen.
It does.
Just FYI. Which is also out. We're streaming Sea of Thieves later today at 2 p.m. But for now, Monster Hunter, thank you guys all for tuning in. I did not think it was going to take this long to load.
I'm
That's
also
fine.
on like a default PS4. I don't have a PS4 Pro.
Oh, yeah. So
which is going to be a thing.
as people are probably going to ask,
Yeah.
we are on a just normal PS4 right now, but that's
if
just
you're-
because that's what we gave Ben.
if you're curious how it's going to run on an OG PlayStation 4, we got you.
Boom. Just fight already. Oh, don't worry, Angelo.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. But we got to make a character first.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Oh, here we go.
Sisters and brothers of the Fifth Fleet, it's time. I'll keep my farewell brief. Never was much with words. Once you board this ship, there's no turning back. The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the New World. If any of you have lost your nerve, then step away now.
All right, see
And
you
let
later.
no
bud.
one
Yes.
judge you.
Adios.
I lost my nerve.
Very well. Then sail safe and strong. And may the Sapphire Star light your way.
You can watch while doing that Getsuga.
It's true. Take the phone in with you.
Yeah.
Have a seat. Relax.
We have it early, LaSalle, because we have a review copy, essentially.
Yeah.
Which there's a bunch of people that are streaming already with preview copies and whatnot.
So this is just a really weird thing. It's like from playing all the other Monster Hunters into this, just any sort of cutscene, anything.
But there's a lot of cutscenes in this
There
one.
are. There are characters with voices and they act, and I don't.
Cats that make food and bring you food.
That's been there, but it's
I know,
always
but
a good time.
but having it look like that, like I want to eat that ham right now.
Yeah, right. Oh man,
Trying to read some books.
this poor lady just wants to sit here and read her books.
Yo!
Yeah.
Did you hear?
What up, dude?
We're almost there.
I heard you want to go
Ready
hunt
to
some
grab this
monsters.
New world by the horns? Don't know about you. It feels like ages since I left home to join the commission. So, nervous? Believe you me, I get it. Anything could happen to us, but hey, that's
Yep.
happened.
Hey,
Oh, on the
aren't
books.
you one of the A-list hunters?
What?
Damn,
No
we
way.
A-list?
So are we.
Yeah, man.
Like a celeb?
Top tier.
Hey,
Oh shit.
tell us your name.
Oh, what's my name?
Well, what's my name and what do I look like? Turns out we're gonna find out.
Gonna make a character right here.
Boom. All right, where are you going with?
So I'm
boy,
probably gonna
girl.
go with a female because I made a
Lady.
male for my
That's
original.
fair. Okay.
You can start off with some
This
presets
is
here.
way more in depth than the beta,
Oh yeah,
where I had
definitely.
6 heads to pick from.
But you get those
Yeah.
beginning characters you can kind of pick and go with.
Or you can get
You
detailed
can
here.
get detailed
Well,
and
fancy.
change it up, change your face a bit.
Are you gonna make a normal person, A-list celebrity, or sometimes as other shows have deemed monsters?
I'm not that great at it, so I can't make like a celebrity.
Yeah.
But
All right.
we'll kind of go through the options a bit and kind of just poke around and see what there is. A really cool thing actually is that hairstyles for
Whoa.
both males and females can be put on either side.
Nice. Okay.
So these are the dude haircuts.
Sweet.
but
Okay.
they're still available for you to do.
Little mohawk
Which is kind
action.
of nice. Yeah.
Little
Like a-
G.I. Jane
A-
action.
A samurai ponytail kind
Yeah.
of thing going on. But I think I'm gonna go with Just some
Short hair.
Some
like,
shorter hair. It seems like
Okay.
like a good choice.
Okay.
You want to be safe when you head in.
Yeah, you don't want them pulling on your hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're fighting monsters here.
Mm-hmm.
Change your eyebrows a bit.
Here's a question, and I guess think about your answer.
Okay. Yeah.
How much of the stuff down the road, or in terms of armor, how much do you feel like you would actually see your face?
Not very often. There was a good chunk of maybe like a couple hours where I didn't see my character's face at all, which is kind of sad.
Okay, so like I'm just wondering how much I should personally invest into my character's face. If I'd
say it's
knowing
worth
me,
it.
I'll probably be covering it up like Destiny. Like I'll just always have a helmet on, but
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely worth putting some thought in your character because when it does show up, you're like, oh, that's my guy.
yeah. I will say though that the one interesting thing is the armor sets do look different on male versus female.
Yes, they
and
do.
I don't think I can talk about the specific armor, but I'll just say that there's an armor that Ben had on that I was like, oh shit, that looks dope. And then that was on your male character, and then I went to like Jean-Luc or Justin's desk, and they're like, oh yeah, I got that armor set too, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that doesn't look
That looks
the
completely
same.
different.
It looks like there are similar like accents and notes, but in terms of like the overall like aesthetic of it, there was like something, that I was just like, oh, it looks better on the male.
It's very
personally,
MMO
for my personal
like,
preference,
I guess.
Well,
in that they kind of change stuff up.
yeah, but WoW didn't have that. WoW, you're pretty much kind of looking the same.
Some of the older sets are very, very different.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
All right. But I'm saying like there's like pretty drastic.
Yeah.
Like there's a pretty drastic difference. Like I won't go into too much detail, but
look,
basically.
you can even do it.
Oh, sick.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
It also trips me out that you can do one eye, the one eye thing.
Yeah,
that's
why
like
I thought I'd
real
give
like.
him,
Oh,
what
that's
is
like
that?
Yuna
Yeah.
in FF10.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like the guy had a straight on like full on like mask where it was like an animal, or it reminded me like of an animal. But then the female's version didn't even have the full mask, and it was more like it just covered the mouth almost or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like part of the it went along her jawline, and I was like, oh, that looks very different. Like
You've got all
that
these,
might
these makeup
alter.
choices. You can do some scratches if you feel like.
That might alter my my decision on which sex I want to make for the hunter I'm gonna eventually make, which is gonna be on Thursday, sadly for me. Basically, I'm in the same boat as everyone else in this chat. Probably, I haven't really played the game outside the beta, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Seems like a pretty meaty game.
Oh, there's
right up my alley too.
A lot to it for
Yeah.
sure. So give her
Go
a
for the
scar.
deepest voiced option possible.
You know I will.
All right.
And then you can
we,
do a secondary scar if you feel like. So
Okay.
Do like another thing, but I think.
Whoa! All right.
Well, we got the
Camo
beta one.
Oh, that's it.
You
Okay.
can put that on there, I guess. Let's do like
Oh, it's kind of like it's faint, but it's there.
You can bring it back. Up,
Oh, all right. Wow.
so we got some.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like she painted her face to go out for a hunt.
To
you know?
hide. Yeah. We're building a character here.
Exactly.
You can preview some expressions if you want to like see what they look like while they do stuff, because that's very important.
Oh, what's that?
This is. I didn't know that you could get.
This
different
is
ones if you
kind of
just-
reminding me of like the Duke Nukem, like the when you would or not Duke Nukem, sorry, Wolfenstein, where you could change the slider.
Yeah.
And then it would do the different facial expressions. Sorry. I had a lot.
You
We were talking a lot Duke Nukem yesterday during that stupid heads up game that I was playing with Joey.
It's understandable. They only have 4 different default.
How much does this
costumes.
matter? Probably not at all.
Probably not very much because
Okay.
you're almost always covered up. But you can customize the color if you want.
I'm guessing there's no advantage to like being in like no armor, right? Like Dark Souls, where like you would,
I mean, you'll take more damage. And
other
you won't
than
have,
yeah,
like,
that's a bad thing.
It's a
though.
challenge. It's
Oh,
a good
it's a
challenge.
challenge, okay.
If you're really feeling
All
it. So we got. We can pitch these down too. This is the weird part of the character creation.
Oh, I gotta turn this up, huh? There's 20 voice types?
It's really important, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I guess we'll go with that one. I think you can pitch it around, or maybe I'm wrong. Oh, you can do some previews
Ooh, yeah.
of attacks and stuff. You know what? This is fine. We'll go with this.
Okay.
This, we
Okay.
don't want to spend too much time.
Yeah.
on
No,
this.
we should. Ooh.
Let's just
Medieval.
keep it
All right, leather. Yeah, all right.
Just
I
get
like
those
it.
anime goggles. That's really important.
Yeah. All right, here we go. What's your name? Phil 2?
I'm just gonna
Fila?
do my usual thing where I just
Meryl?
pick Meryl because Metal Gear.
The best was last week when
When you didn't know it was
no,
me?
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Ben, and then John Luke the whole
Kicked me
time
out.
was just like, nah, man, that's not Ben. Ben's Phil. I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure that's Ben. Like, who else would pick Meryl? All right, fine. And then he's like, oh yeah, you're right.
wait.
It was Ben.
It's all good.
That's
so this
cool.
is-
You can do the cat too.
and this is the most
The
important part.
Palico.
We're gonna start off with our Palico customization. I'm gonna go with a Calico cat. We're gonna crank up that fur.
Crank it up.
to the max. Get that thick fur.
Oh yeah.
It's looking real good.
Yeah, real good.
Let's keep the calico color. I think that's a good call. What do we got here? You can change the pattern though.
He's a tiger.
Woo!
Justin called his I'm so stupid right now. I can't remember it. It's the cat that likes lasagna.
Garfield?
Garfield, yeah. He
Oh.
called his Palico Garfield.
Garfield's
Or
a
at least
good
Garf.
cat.
I think he called him Garf.
It's a good call.
I'm into this cat customization. I kind of wish there was a dog pet, but it's all good. When you get the armor on, it's like
It's real good.
I'm all about the armor. So I guess it doesn't really matter.
So I'm very upset. You used to be able to get like the.
Ooh, he's mad.
So there's. We'll see him in a bit, but the chef cat is like he's missing an eye and looks really rough. And you used to be able to give your cat like a missing eye, and I was really into it.
You can also do one eye color of. That's okay.
Let's give him like a
Yep.
dark colored eye. Why not?
Sure.
I'm into it. Change our ears around a bit.
Ben needs to be
These
closer to
round ones.
his mic. Or you know what? You don't have to be closer. Just
Right.
talk louder.
Right here. Right in it.
I feel like I never get complaints because I must just talk really loud.
You've been doing this a while.
No, I think I just talk really loud.
Dang. I'm going to go
What
with
kind of tail would you like?
that broken tail because I feel like that gives him a good character. That's.
What
very
about the
important.
nub? Nope. Too late.
What about
We're
the
in
nub?
there.
We're moved on. We're past it. We'll get some matching clothes here for our cat and our.
Yeah,
person.
as Heiser Gregor said, for the people that are trying to decide, which platform to play, I think that the best choice would be to pick whichever one you know the most people are playing on.
Yeah.
Because Monster Hunter is definitely a game you could solo your way through the whole way, but it's definitely, I feel like, even more fun when you have people to play with, either
Monster
one
Hunter
person,
is- It's a
two
game you've
people,
got to
three
play
people.
with people, and just.
But there is quick matchmaking.
There's matchmaking, but it's much more fun when you can blame your friends for taking all your carts instead of a random person.
All right, what's his name?
Wow.
Otagon. No.
I'm into it.
All right. Meryl.
Just start yelling the names back and forth.
He's just gonna.
Meow. And there's our crew. We're
All
looking
right,
real
let's
good.
do it.
Let's head
All right,
off.
now that we've
do some hunts.
spent 15 minutes making our character, which is what you have to do if you're going to invest into in the long haul. You don't want to have any regrets.
You're gonna be looking at this character for a long time. You've
Yeah.
got to make sure.
Yeah. As anyone that's played an MMO knows, I'm still regretting
how
what
about a
Rob
toast?
did to my Destiny character. I still have him. He looks like He-Man / Luke Skywalker. It's not a good.
It's a real rough time.
Yeah, I always have to have my helmet on.
And the commission.
Yeah. Commission. This stream will decide if I buy it or not. Ooh, big pressure
So,
from
I'm
Aragon.
feeling it.
What's your
Aragon
theory?
Frost here.
The elder
I hope I
dragons
do it
must migrate
justice
to the
and,
new
and
world
you
for
get
some
interested. 'Cause
reason.
I want more people to play this game.
Man, I was gonna have Ben experiment with weapons, but if we need to sell you on it, then I gotta have him swag at some point.
I
After running
understand
the
a
research
fair
commission
amount of
for
weapons,
48
but I'll
years, the
still
guild's
kind
itching
of
for an answer. They
see if I
say
can
the
make you
Fifth
guys
Fleet's
happy
got
by
the
showing you
best shot
stuff.
at cracking this
Mhm.
case.
Like I feel like I don't know. I was very lukewarm, also because Dragon Ball Fighters is coming out the same day.
Yeah.
But I ultimately decided that I'm gonna go walk this path. I think because
over Dragon Ball?
yeah,
Ooh.
it's just hard for me to spend because I know if I do Dragon Ball Fighters, I'm gonna have to invest a lot of lab time.
True.
But
True.
I feel like the loot reward that I'm gonna get out of this is gonna make me want to just keep playing it. I guess I don't know. Like after watching like the above average or maybe average to above average players playing Monster Hunter, I got a deeper appreciation of just like what you can do in combat. That I was like, oh, that's really cool. I think I want to do that. And I think that I have at least a good enough knowledge with Dragon Ball Fighters where I can still compete. Whereas this is something like fresh and new. Like this, like I don't know. This every year I feel like I have one game that I'm like, oh, I think this is the one to get me into it.
Yeah.
And this is the Monster Hunter game that's going to get me into Monster Hunter, I guess.
I feel like this is going to be the Monster Hunter game that gets a lot of people into it, which is a very good thing.
Yeah.
It's because it's for a long time Monster Hunter's always had a huge barrier to entry. Like you look at the game, you see people playing it, you're like, oh, that looks like it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to like jump into that, but this one is a really, it's got a really good setup to kind of get new people in.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that.
Headset audio is going to go with Dragon Ball. Totally viable choice, I think. Both are, I think, awesome. Like,
yeah,
so
you can't go wrong either way.
Yeah, our review will be out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that for Monster Hunter. Our review in progress for Dragon Ball is out. We're about to show gameplay, Ivan G. We just had to make that character, get through that cutscene.
There's a process. You don't jump right in anymore.
No, it's a cinematic experience.
Exactly.
You know?
You've got to take it all in as it happens.
You might know this question better than I would. I'm guessing you need PS Plus to play with
believe
friends.
so.
I would assume so. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty safe bet, I would think.
So if you missed it, we were on a ship. We got attacked. I'm literally running around on the back of a monster right now.
Handler.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Up in the sky.
We have to do something.
We're definitely not going to get that ship down if that's what you're hoping.
I mean, look, there's 2 solid games coming out this Friday. I kind of wish they weren't coming out on the same day. I probably would have, played both. But, hey, it's fine. More options for people to play. That game looks great. This game looks also a lot of fun, in my opinion, at least. Probably in Ben's, too.
Yeah.
But,
and I was going to buy this if I didn't get a code for it, and I'm definitely buying Dragon Ball. I'm kind of really thankful that I was able to get, like, my time in Monster Hunter and kind of be like, I could probably spare the time to mess around in Dragon Ball now.
Yeah. Question.
Yes.
Are you able to change voice pack? Like, is there, like, the option to go Japanese?
Yes. There is a Monster Hunter language, which we can probably switch to at some point.
Okay.
Rocks? Whoa!
So I could, in theory, after maybe this part or whatever, go into options and select Japanese as a language with subtitles then.
Yeah.
Okay, because that is my preferred choice. If you're thinking about Dragon Ball Fighters, I would say probably do that too. I've never been a huge fan of English dub, personally.
I hate that I'm probably going to go English on my my Dragon Ball.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a very big Dragon Ball person. I know nothing about it.
What was that one dramatic cutscene? I think in English he says "moron" to Frieza instead of "you fool." I think.
You fool sounds much more intense.
Well, "you fool" is I think actually what he says.
Oh.
In the anime, I think. Someone's gonna probably tell me I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
There's always someone who knows, which is kind of the great part about live streaming.
Kamura Tetsu, this is the full game. We have a review copy, and we're able to stream certain parts of the game, like pretty much early on. It's like roughly the first 15 hours or so. We're only gonna do about an hour though.
Yeah,
give or take.
We can stream up to the Anjanath fight, which everyone knows the Anjanath. It's the T-Rex from
T-Rex. That has like the horn that comes out.
The horn and the wings that it doesn't use to fly around. Yeah. It shoots fire out. Look at that boy. He's real gross.
Nice. Yeah. Saved.
We did it. Good thing these pterodactyls were here.
Someone was mentioning, have you noticed any off, the lip sync being off at all? Or not really? I haven't played enough to know, so I have to ask.
I haven't noticed it. Also, like I said earlier, a good part of my time was spent with a helmet over my character's
fair.
face.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen to me, so whatever.
Handler doesn't seem to be too off.
Okay.
But
nice. Andrew Moon has helped verify that he does say "you fool." So
there you go.
So how would you explain Monster Hunter to someone? I'll give my take, then you give yours.
All right, go for it.
It's basically to me hunt and loot and eat / craft. So you eat / craft what you need, then you go on the hunt to kill a monster, then you scavenge his or her's body to then make sweeter loot / or sweeter gear, pretty much. That's what I would say to someone.
That's pretty solid.
You probably have a better in-depth.
Oh
version
no,
of
it's
it.
it's
Yeah,
not better.
No.
It's basically taking what you said and almost changing it kind of. But yeah, it's about prep, and building yourself up, doing research on a monster because you track things down, and as you like actually fight them, you learn like, oh, their weak points are here, and you can knock off this part of them to get like this part. And
Yeah, I will say the game,
Looks like we're right around
yeah,
here.
is pretty cool in the sense that it's. I think it's pretty approachable, but then it can also get really like in depth, and there's a lot of like different tactics. Like as I said, as I watched more, above average or maybe veteran type players playing, I was like, oh, like in that beta they were using like that almost like ironclad chili or whatever, the thing that you would use to cloak, but then there's like a metal version of that.
oh, you're talking like a poncho thing?
Yeah, the poncho
Yeah.
thing. And like that helps like not get you staggered. You still take damage,
Yeah.
but like that helps you like kind of stay up and keep attacking. And like if I had known that, I would have told John Luke to do that when we were fighting the near Gargante.
Yeah, right.
But it turns out that's like that's a thing you could do. So
Come on, let's get going.
But I mean, like even after like we did that stream too, like I was fighting it because I wanted retribution, and I figured out that like it's susceptible to poison damage, so stacking poison damage probably would have been a good thing. And its weak points are specifically like its head and its tail and its front legs. Oh wow, they actually block a lot of stuff off here. I didn't even realize because I was like,
you're just used to that. Well, your save, and I think the beta lets you walk past there too. At least
Yeah, because I was
this
like,
last
oh, I'll
week,
just
yeah,
I
so.
know where I gotta go. I'm just gonna walk there, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is all they're guiding me through it.
Drifting Wolf Zero says Monster Hunter is a game that splits between an RPG where every quest is a boss battle and simple farming and fetch quests in between to get you ready for more boss battles. Yeah.
You kill monsters to make pants, and then you come back and kill more monsters to make better pants.
All about that
That's-
pant life.
That's my Monster Hunter briefing. So if you like the pants grind, get you a Monster Hunter.
So someone had brought a good point up in terms of like levels and like how like I guess you differentiate from the bosses. And I know that in some cases, like I was watching you fight a like later game boss down the road like yesterday, and you're like, yeah, I don't think I should be fighting this guy. So I'm assuming the game kind of just checks you by how much like damage you get done to you versus like how much you do to them in a way. I guess is that kind of how they do that in a way? I guess.
Yeah, it's off a gear, and obviously you become better as a player as you play more too,
Okay.
which works out. But yeah, if you have higher level gear, you'll take less damage. You also, once you get into higher rank stuff, you'll get like skills and resistances and stuff like that you can actually have gear sets for. Like, oh, I'm gonna fight this monster now.
Coast is clear.
I'm going to stack fire resistance to not get burned up by this.
Okay. And the cool thing eventually when we do get to selecting a weapon, because people are starting to talk about weapons, we'll kind of put out a vote into the chat to see what you guys want to see, and Ben will probably try to do his best to showcase that. But the thing is, you get to pick from any of the 14 to start, right? Or
Yeah.
basically you have every weapon, right, to start.
They give you a starting weapon for each type, so you can kind of pick and feel around. And if it is your first game, I definitely recommend going into the training area and just messing around with the weapons and seeing what you kind of like.
Is the training area in the base game the same as the one in the beta, or is it
I haven't
a
gone
little
in,
bit
so
better?
I can't tell
Okay,
you.
that's fair. Because like I was doing the one in the beta, and I just found it interesting that the things I was locking onto were barrels, and I was like, like I just want to hit something else other than these barrels. This is not helping me visualize my target, you know. But whatever, it's fine. I like the fact that you can go into that kind of like training area with those different types of weapons to really try to figure out which one you like. And some are definitely more complicated than others. So it gives you a good way to kind of feel out what you would potentially like to do. Like I'm pretty much for sure at least going to start off with the switch axe, because after playing Bloodborne, like having like a trick type weapon is pretty sweet to me.
Yeah, the switch axe, they also do a lot of really cool things to it to change it that just make it more fun to like play.
Oh hey,
Look, it's our guy.
Don't mind me.
The dude who just
Is
jumps
his
in and
name?
saves the
Oh,
day.
it's his field team leader.
Okay, let's
Come on.
This
Over,
way.
over yonder.
Get a move on.
How do we know it's safe?
It's definitely not safe in that we are following this monster up the hill.
Sandip Pie, we're playing the full release, we're playing the full version of the game. It's not actually out in the wild for everyone else or out in the public yet until, I would say, tomorrow, either 9 p.m. Pacific, which would be 12 a.m. Eastern. Someone would have to double check that for me. If not, it's probably midnight tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's not sit underneath the T-Rex and definitely run away.
Oh. That's the other cool part is watching monsters kind of like run into each other and be like, hey, no, F you. This
I
is
kinda
my
thought, like,
territory.
At first, I thought that'd be kind of like a weird gimmicky thing, but it's also like in actuality, it's one of the coolest things. Because like you'll be fighting a thing, and then a dude comes in, and you're like, oh, I'll just sit back and watch it happen.
alright?
Then for some reason they get smart, and then
Okay.
they'll both start coming at you, and then you've got to like trick them into hitting each other.
They're like, wait a second.
But
about
it's
that
really
guy?
cool to see. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
So we're coming up into the main town here.
Goob Shoe in Twitch has a question. Which are the preferred weapon classes for this game most commonly used? I think preferred is tough because it's like what you end up wanting to use. But
Yeah.
like, what would you say are like the most commonly used weapons? Or is that even a thing?
I feel like longsword, greatsword, kind of like the signature weapons that you think of like Monster Hunter with. Those probably are the most common.
Yeah.
I can't say with certainty though.
Yeah. I mean, like again, the good part is you'll be able to kind of mess around with all those weapons, feel them out, and there's a pretty good variety. Like in terms of like just the variety of weapons, there's a pretty good variety there. So fast weapons, slow weapons, range weapons. So it really comes down to like your preference, your personal preference, and maybe you get really good with one weapon, then you're like, hey, I'm gonna go try that other weapon now because like I was kind of curious about it. Got a pretty good handle on this one. Like that's kind of like the beauty of it is you can kind of switch on a whim. Now, granted, you're gonna have to craft some of that stuff down the road, but probably spend some of the time in the beginning, maybe just training area or just using it on monsters and seeing how you like them, I guess.
Yeah, and they do a pretty good job of offering you like down the road, like, oh man, I've been hunting this, and I can make an easier to craft weapon in a different category, and then you go, oh, I'll try it out, and you end up finding out that there was another weapon type that you really liked along the way.
Hitcher is saying Sword and Shield is a perfect beginner weapon. Yeah, Peter ended up swapping that, and he really liked that one. Now, just to preface, there is like kind of like 2 swords and shield, I guess, depending on how you look at it. There's like the one small sword and small shield, and then there's like one that's like the charged blade, which is also technically sword and shield, but then also morphs into a big axe.
Yeah.
So, can you dual wield guns as an option? No, at least not currently. There's only.
We're waiting for that dual gun kata class for a long time in Monster Hunter.
Dude, I didn't think I would want to play with the gun lance.
Yeah.
But that looks like a crazy
Some
time,
real
man.
Final Fantasy level stuff.
Dude,
going
yeah. Like at first when John Luke was describing it to me because I hadn't seen it yet, I'm like, oh yeah, like Squall, like that, like.
Yeah.
But it's like no, it's like a really
huge,
big ass, like it's like the great sword size, but it's like a gunblade.
It's like a
legit
revolver
gunblade.
at the end of like a poker. It's real weird.
Quick reload.
Boom.
No problem. Yeah. So
we should be getting into a hunt here real soon.
Yeah. Cool.
Got a lot of build-up going on. Basically, I'm going to just summarize what he's saying. He's like, oh, hey, welcome to the town.
I like it.
Figure out what's going on.
TLDR.
This guy will show you around. He's got a really big sword, so you can trust him.
Aragon Frost has said that Hammer has been his top 3 fave.
Hammer's
in
always
Monster
a
Hunter
good one.
games.
Hammer's
got some good like
got
movesets.
high damage output.
Yeah.
Especially with its charged up spin thing.
Yeah, it's got that like barbarian whirlwind essentially. It also has like a really good, like once you kind of down the monster. I saw like, because Justin's going pretty much hammer.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of just like a normal hammer motion, but like it just does it repeatedly, and then like the last one is just like a huge like charge swing. It looks pretty beefy. It's not my type of weapon because I've never been huge on like the big slow ones, but you never know. It might come around because of that gun lance. Like,
yeah. Gun lance. They're all so fun and they're all very different, which is kind of really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, I keep mentioning it too. If the people who've played Monster Hunter have definitely played the demo, but it's really cool that like now range is like an actual thing people can do. Because like I always felt like the bow and the bow gun and all that, all of it they were kind of jokes like on the 3DS and everything. But now it's actually fun to play, and like it's super pleasing. Just all the animations and everything that come along with shooting with the bow.
They're
Like,
legit
I'm really
viable.
into it.
And I think having that knowledge and experience with some of these other weapons down the road, when you do kind of group hunts, you know, it's gonna be like, it's not that you couldn't all like use a greatsword, but like it's nice to know that you're like, oh, I'm gonna use my bow and arrow now, or use one of the other ranged weapons, and you can just go in and piss the boss off and take all the damage while I'm kind of over here.
Yeah.
Artillerying away almost, because like one of them was basically like you're shooting like a little like missile that goes up, and you're just like kind of like, yeah, I'm chilling. And I think chat had told me last week too, like with a certain weapon, like high ground matters, like, which is also cool,
You always want to be up high just so you can get that jump and maybe get a mount.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, as a person who's played all the Monster Hunters, why it's so important to actually jump on and get onto the back. Now, the reason why it doesn't look like that big of a deal to me is because it's like you're doing like one damage.
So you do the one damage, but that's slowly weakening one targeted area, because you can jump on either the head, the back, or the tail, depending on which monster you're fighting.
Okay.
And you're locating that damage in that one place. So if you want to get like a tail break, you can sit on the tail, hit it a whole bunch, and if you get enough hits on it, you'll actually be able to do your like special finisher move with your weapon.
Okay.
And that's where the damage comes in, and it usually hits hard enough to knock them over, which leads into a whole bunch more damage.
Yeah. And also, I think that, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like if you're trying to get a tail piece, like by cutting it off, it probably increases your chances to get like a tail.
Yeah. So
okay.
Like cutting the tail off has a lot of factors, like what weapon you're using, how sharp it is.
Yeah.
What the monster's made out of, I guess. But yeah, it's a good time, and also you get a special carve from the tail, which is why it's always good to go for the
tail. Someone had just asked, sorry if I missed your name. Did you play the beta on PS4 at all?
Yes.
Like base PS4? Is this running better than that or the same? Is the question.
I feel like it's pretty similar, but in places it runs better. It does this thing where if you're fighting a monster and you're like looking into a corner where there isn't the rest of the map, the game will like all of a sudden kick into like 60 FPS, and it's kind of weird. But
did you play mostly on performance? Is it performance mode?
I haven't even played on Pro yet.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, almost. Yeah, exactly. All of my time has been spent on a vanilla PS4.
Opachi 96. The review will drop, I believe, 12 a.m. Today. So today going into tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be back. Ben will be back. I won't. It'll be Ben and Jean-Luc. They're gonna do some later game hunts.
That high rank nonsense.
That high rank stuff, and we'll be able to then show you Ben's actual like character, not this new one that we made, that has like armor and weapon and stuff that you probably haven't seen yet.
All right, so we're running around the town. We're seeing stuff. We're checking out our room. We're about to build up to hunt for the Great Jagras.
Yeah,
which people who've played the demo know. But yeah.
So the charge blade, as a Dirty Monkey has said, is a switch kind of weapon between a sword and a tower shield to a giant axe. It's a very solid weapon, but yes, it is pretty technical. You need to know what you're doing, I guess. I mean, it's not necessarily super complicated, but I'm sure there's efficiencies there of like how you like min-max combos and things like that, because you have to recharge and like pretty much meter to be able to do stuff in the good damage with the two-handed mode, the two-handed axe. Essentially, here's the base weapons.
Yeah, picking our first weapon here. I might go with
that bagpipe life.
That's not for me.
That's all right.
I might go with the switch axe just because you were thinking you might want to do it. So we'll start off with
switch
that.
axe. Bagpipe's an interesting weapon because it's something that like kind of like buffs your party and like debuffs the monster. I think. Is that true?
Yeah, you swing the actual weapon to like play notes because the wind is going through the instrument while you're swinging it, and then after you play like 4 notes, you press a button to play the whole melody, and it will give you a buff or a debuff kind of thing. But yeah.
As Asterisk CGY has mentioned, the switch axe is about bar efficiency, which you'll see in a second. Under think Ben's health. You do have to recharge kind of like meter, as I had mentioned earlier, to be able to kind of get that sword to do some nice things. But it's not as complicated, I feel, as the charge blade.
Yeah.
So I'll say
I
that.
feel if I mess with the charge blade enough, I could probably.
Yeah, I think
Probably make it
it's one
work.
of those, like, once you figure out how it works, it's just becoming like a fighting game where, like, you're getting muscle memory, you're figuring out how to, get those charges back. What's the best way to get them? There's different tricks, I think, because, like, you can even fill the meter, I think, from, like, blocking,
Yeah.
which is, like, pretty cool, but, like,
Holy tutorial. I kind of wish I could just turn the messages off. We'll let
I
this
think you
play out.
can.
Really?
I've been playing a lot of betas this
yeah.
weekend, Ben, so don't
You're
quote me
kinda
on
like,
that.
You're kind of.
I've seen a lot of options, so I don't quote me on that. Luis Urastorza, sorry if I butchered your last name. Can you still play the beta? No,
No.
there's no betas in sight. The game's about to come out in a pretty much, I don't know, let's do some math. 12. God, I'm bad at math. In like another 36 hours? Is that right?
It's coming up. It's gonna
Something
be real
like that.
good.
I can't do math right now.
I feel like.
What's math?
Like I was questioning like the weird release date for these like Dragon Ball and Monster Hunter on a Friday, but like it's perfect for just jumping in and then having like a whole weekend where you can do nothing but play the games.
Dude, I can't wait.
It's gonna be a good weekend.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Oh.
Should just warn my girlfriend now ahead of time. I'm gonna be hunting a lot of monsters this
gonna be
weekend,
making a
so
lot
you
of
know,
pants.
I'm sorry.
The small monsters, remember?
I know where they are. Just let me go.
Saw them somewhere around here. Wanna
Let me
check it out?
go.
Agarage, if you're talking switch axe, we're about to use it. Ben has a pretty good handle on using the switch axe, I believe, so you'll be able to see what we're talking about in just a second.
It's gonna be kind of not a great display of it because we're killing small monsters.
Oh, that's fine. But we can at least, so like right now you can see the meter. It's under, so there's like 2 meters under the 2 triangles. That one right below the yellow blinking triangle is like the sharpness of your weapon, right? And ideally you want that to be green, right?
The higher the better. You can actually get it up into blue.
Really?
And stuff. It just makes it sharper.
Okay, nice. Glad that Ben's here for this because I don't got those pro tips.
It's all good.
And then there's like another meter that's right under it that kind of represents your weapon. And I want to say, like, I was watching. You can see a little arrow there. As long as you have it up to that part, you'll kind of be able to do some that sword stuff. Now, to get that bar to fill up again, all you have to do is swing with the axe or do damage with the axe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So make sure I get these.
Godlike
cards
C
real quick.
says, "I got Friday off. Mind and body is ready."
Dude, you're so set.
I'm gonna develop some type of cough for Friday.
Got that
Actually, no, that's
Monster
not-
Hunter-itis.
That's not true. I can't do that because I told Joey we'd do Dragon Ball Fighters on Friday, so I'll be in the office.
There you
Dang
go.
it. What am I?
Yeah, you got yourself caught.
Oh man, the last time I actually took time off from GameSpot in my like 6 years now
Yeah.
was for Diablo 3, and
That's
I
worth
got
it.
that hot error 33 or whatever the frickin' stupid error was.
Oh, you couldn't even get in. Yeah.
No,
that's
it was a
right.
bad time. And then like I was on chat with my friends. This was pre-Discord, by the way.
Ooh man.
Yeah, Ventrilo.
Vent.
Vent.
Yeah.
Back in the day, hot vent. For all you that know what Ventrilo is. Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm in." I'm like, "Yeah, you can't see, you can't see across Ventrilo, but I got a special finger for you." So yeah. Oh, so the other thing that Ben's doing, if you guys are noticing, if you haven't played a Monster Hunter before, is like he's kind of releasing those flash pods, which are kind of dazing the monsters here, so he can kind of get some damage in. You'll want to use that down the road too. The environment will help you out here and there. There's like vines that like can hold down monsters. There's I think like
That's the big thing I think in this game is definitely all the environmental stuff you can kind of pull into how you're fighting. Because like before you could climb on stuff and jump off of things, but now you've got like there are weapons or not weapons, like animals that will cause different effects, or like the flies that you can hit to kind of stun. It's just there's a lot going on and it's really cool.
Dirty Monkey says he's also taking Friday off. They're gonna wake up, hit up that IHOP, for all you can eat pancakes, and then play this all day. My tip to you would be don't go too ham on the pancakes and then get like food coma and
Get
then
real sleepy.
lose time playing. A lot of people saying that weapon OP for sure. You haven't even seen the like elemental discharge.
Yeah,
yet.
I didn't even do like the
You haven't
special
seen
thing for it.
the good stuff yet. You only saw him trick it.
That's
to
just
sword.
me jumping into a group of dinosaurs and spinning around.
No problem, man. Like, oh, it's gonna get good. Someone wanted to wanted to know how big the map was. I guess.
It's imagine like a previous Monster Hunter if you can without any loading screens, but it's pretty big, and the more importantly than it being just big is it's super layered. Like each zone has 3 to 4 levels to it, and they all kind of like fold over on top of each other.
Yeah.
Listen up.
Well, Chris Brennan, Ven isn't that old. It's just that everyone's is using Discord now or like Skype probably. That like I don't know too many people that
You
still
remember
use Ven.
TeamSpeak?
Yes.
You remember?
Dude,
Just keep going.
Do you, have you ever used Mumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mumble was
for a little
legit.
while. People
Mumble
were
was
really into
legit
it.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mumble was legit, man.
Do you remember
the old
AOL
days.
chat rooms?
Yeah.
You
You've got
remember-
mail.
Do you remember GameSpot Arcade?
Yes.
Oh,
All these things. I use TeamSpeak, says Bob Jones. Still a solid service. I mean, like, I'm just saying, I think most people, unless you were using one of those services before and all your friends are using it, are probably on Discord.
yeah.
So that's just that, like the evolution.
Yeah, Discord is taken over. It's a very good, very good service. I'm not going to upgrade any of this because I don't think I'm going to be holding on to this. I might forge a thing. There we go. What do we got here?
What are you making?
Get some cool new armor going.
Do
Maybe
it.
I'll do one of these. Yeah.
Little hunter's mail. Is that so? Currently, is that just costing you like currency and not any parts, right?
So there.
Oh, you
it's
got some parts.
Jagger's hides.
Okay.
That's why I was making sure I got the carves on 'em.
Sweet.
We'll get some
Sweet
pieces here.
carves.
Yeah.
Don't forget to carve.
It's all
That's
about carving.
That's a big deal. You only have X amount of time after you kill a monster to get that sweet crafting material. That like leather hide and stuff, and scales and fangs and tails and all that stuff. That's the other part too. It's like you're gonna need a fang and you might not get it.
Yep.
So go hunt again.
You gotta go farm that stuff
Dude,
up.
I want a Kirito sword. That'd be sick. Dual wield. You can dual wield in this game though. So they won't. The
It's
swords
true.
won't look. Are there dual wields? Answer if you can.
Yeah.
Are there dual wield swords that are like actually like one hand's different from the other?
Jean-Luc might actually be the better
Jean-Luc!
person to answer that.
I saw you in chat.
'Cause
If you have that
he's-
question,
He's
yeah.
been playing with the dual swords, so he
Mhm.
might know better.
Do you know if there's perfect block still with Charge Blade? I know Charge Blade
Yes.
is okay. There you
Yeah.
go, Sean Vang.
So I only know certain things about the Charge Blade because my roommate plays it all the time, which is why I didn't touch it because I
Yeah,
was like,
oh,
let's
yeah,
have
yeah,
different
yeah.
weapons,
Okay,
you know,
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing. So he's like, oh yeah, perfect blocks are still here.
Mhm.
They're still doing things.
Yeah, so I think the if
You
you
can pick
I'm
up
guessing if you
quests
perfect
from
block,
Quest board, too.
you probably refill 5 of the little
lists the same
jars
quests
or
that
what
I
I don't know what they're
So
called,
don't
but
worry
like
about having to
yeah.
Yeah.
go to places.
John Luke said, missed that. What about dual blades? Is there a dual blade in the game
We're on
that has like your left hand and your right hand actually look like different swords? You know, kind of like a yin and a yang kind of thing.
Ah, the Ketsudan kerfuffle. Perfect.
Yep, let's do that.
We're gonna fight these dudes again.
Yeah. Are we?
Oh yeah. Oh, not the same ones. It's
Okay.
You gotta
Another-
get some of the small guys out of the way first, and then
Yeah.
you can move up to the bigger ones.
Another tip for sure is if you haven't played a Monster Hunter, is you definitely want to eat before you go hunt,
Yes.
as I have learned. But if you're looking for a beginner's guide, so to speak, we're going to have one, I think, in the coming days. John Luke's working on that, so stay tuned for that. That's, for the people that haven't played Monster Hunter, I'm sure it's going to help me quite a bit. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun time.
See people talking about the difficulty in the game. I've been playing high rank for a while.
So this is no problem.
Don't worry about if you think the game is going to be easy. If you are, don't be. It's still a
PSA.
very challenging game. It's still all there.
Okay, so John Luke says he has a pair of rapiers with different color blades, but I haven't seen anything that yet that looks completely different. That's close enough. Kirito,
Numbers have been getting out of
they're
hand.
different colors, sort of different swords, but that's fine. Close enough. Don't skip the Pelico Cooks. It's hilarious. Okay, maybe next time we won't skip them.
I let the first one go, and I know people are trying to like get back into the game. What are you doing? So I was trying to rush along.
Those, my friend, are Kestodon. Let's see you take him out on your own.
So you take them out on your own.
You're doing a hell of a job.
Be careful.
Be careful, Ben.
Yo,
He might actually do
I'm
something
being real
to you.
careful right now.
Oh, he's dead. Give me the hot stuff.
Here, hold on. I'll get this one. It's a little overkill, but
Yeah, I don't care. I want it. Bang.
you
Yep.
pull it out.
Now
a
the
little
cool
bit
thing
earlier.
is, I've seen it where I guess, depending on the situation, like it'll kind of stick into like the monster's neck.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do that, but it's really
Yeah.
rad when it happens.
Yeah. Well, one of the ways, as you had mentioned, is if you do jump on the back and you get it enough times and
Yeah.
you're on the head, like that'll just like you'll jam that into his neck and like it'll just do like the kind of like almost like chainsaw motion
Yeah.
and then explode, which is like, oh man,
Hey Bruno, it's good to see you.
sold me on
That
that
was
weapon,
the-
man.
the
that
moment.
was like the oh.
This
All
is
right,
it.
switch axe. Here we go.
Try to learn as much as you can.
Switch X is a lot of fun.
Not trying to troll you guys, but could you slightly increase the volume? I'm having trouble hearing you guys. Yes,
Oh.
I got you. I'll try.
So it's when it's glowing. That makes sense. I like that. Thank you. It's like I've played this game for so many hours and I'm still learning things. It's like it's Monster Hunter. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, part of that variety comes with the weapons, right? So, sorry, glowing when?
Oh,
The-
so when you get a couple of hits, the whole weapon will start to glow, and I guess
Uh-huh.
that's when you know it'll latch on.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I needed to know that
Exactly.
because that's what I'm gonna
That's
be
the
using.
hot tip.
Careful.
Switch axe, best axe. I know, right? Yeah, you stay here and take the beating. Although I do know that the sword does more deeps than the actual axe.
Yeah.
I believe. So cannon fodder. Yeah.
Get one of those.
2
There
for
we go.
1 special. Buy one get
That's,
one free.
That's what
Ben.
you need. It's all about the 2 for 1.
So as you can see, as he's swinging the axe version, he's kind of building up that sword meter essentially, or the ability to kind of use the sword for longer.
Good work.
Whoop.
Right in the butt.
That just about wraps up our work here.
Easy, no problem.
Yeah, right.
Hey, come here.
Uh,
Think I found something.
learning new things in a Monster Hunter? Never, says
I
Wade.
can't believe it. And that's the other thing too.
Um,
I like how there's there's actually like an initiative out there right now for like Monster Hunter veterans to kind of like Monster Hunter some people and like teach them how the game works. I think it's actually being a thing that's sanctioned by Capcom,
Oh, really?
which is kind of really. We have a story about it on the site, but
Cool.
I know someone who's one of the people who's mentoring. But
Nice.
it's a pretty good community, and I'm kind of stoked. I keep saying I'm really stoked for people to play this game.
Laharl Rick's asking, how many solo missions do you have to do before the co-op?
We just unlocked it, so
That's pretty fast.
It's-
That was 2
it's the
missions,
first-
right?
the first
Almost?
mission after that.
Oh, just after the first one. Okay, that's pretty
Yeah.
fast. Cool.
Look at those Kestodon.
Um,
Something's up there.
1 day, 4 hours and 11 minutes.
Just get that constant update.
Nice, thank you. Need that. Oh, dude,
There's our boy.
Oh, yep. Oh, so that's why that
Eats
makes
things whole?
sense now. No,
Yeah.
because I've only seen him
Oh, really?
that way.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I was like, he kind of looks like one of those, like, you know, like a bloat toad
Yeah.
kind of thing, you know?
Take down that
But I wrecked him in beta because, you know, you just got OP stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, relative to what he is, because he's like one of the
Want to get going?
first kind of like
I don't even need to
bigger
pick up
monsters
these
that you do.
things.
Okay, so how much does that help? Because I was asking John Luke kind of about that. Like, so you can track the footsteps, you
Yeah.
can track kind of like all the like to help you find the monster better, but it also gives you like what was that P points?
Mhm.
What are those?
So leveling up the points actually gives you different benefits for tracking.
Okay.
So after a certain point in time, I've had it where I actually drop right on the monster when I start a quest,
Wow,
which is
that's insane.
real weird.
Okay. And those are
There you
scout
go.
flies for you that don't know that, which will help guide you.
Yeah, which is I like the way that hunts work out in this game a lot more than the old ones, because you actually like you find the tracks and you kind of move around, because before you just run around until someone was like, oh, I found it, it's in zone 11, everyone get over here, and you're like, oh, I guess this is it. But now you can actually kind of poke around. You'd be like, oh, I know that it'll be around like these wooded areas, so I'll start like checking for footprints, and you find footprints which lead to like weird stuff on the ground that tie you to them, and you can eventually have the flies point out where they are after you find a couple.
Okay.
That quality of life. thing.
Exactly.
Yes, this game's gonna be on PS4 as well as Xbox. PC is gonna come later this year. The developer did say why. I did not read why though, so apologies.
Same. There are a lot of people who are guessing that like
Ooh.
the PC version is coming later, and it might end up being like an ultimate version.
Oh. Okay.
'Cause-
Okay, that makes.
Because like
some
G
sense, I
rank
guess.
stuff might get added later or something.
Mhm.
It's a
Someone
lot
was
of
saying
speculation on
DLC for that
stuff.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. But
So what looks weak to you here?
in terms of
His body part.
everything. This is a squishy boy.
Ah, I see.
I don't even know if you can get a tail carve on him. You probably can. But like everything just kind of hurts him.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the business.
You get kind of right up in there and
Oh, we
Missed
missed
the
the splody.
also it's kind of weird like going back to the basic way that everything kind of worked. Oh, I could probably get the. So another really big thing they added to this game is the sliding. So you can actually go from a slide into like a mount
Nice.
because you launch off up into the air when you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Really big fan
Stab
of
it.
that. I'm gonna move to its face.
Okay. Brace. And stab.
Stab, and brace.
Go to sleep.
We gotta be coming up real close on it. Come on. Any minute now. There we go.
Oh, here, see? Yeah. Elemental discharge.
Knocks him down.
And then you get some more fun,
Get a lot of
free,
really good
freebies.
damage. Bring it in. Do one of these. One
Yep.
of these. One of these. Switch. Bring it in.
Yep.
1, 2.
Ah,
I missed it.
The finisher. It's okay.
So this should latch onto him. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
So now we understand it.
We're
Now
learning.
We know how it goes. Now we know how to properly.
Oh,
muscle him.
and did we? No, not yet.
He's running away.
It just
though.
felt like a good cinematic moment.
Yeah, right?
So can I play as a cat? No, but your cat is your buddy for life.
Unless you have 3 people in your room, then.
Powerful type of slinger ammo.
Aragon Frost saying Switch Axe and Charge Blade will be OP. I feel like a lot of the weapons you could argue are OP depending on how you look at it. So I think just pick the weapon that you want to play, or hell, just experiment with all of them and have yourself a good old time. I mean, it does. You will have to kind of pick later. I mean, in some sense, because you have to
Yeah, you'll have
kind of craft your
materials
weapon, but still.
and all of that. It's a good time though.
Yeah. Yeah, as Asterisk CGY. Sorry, that's probably not how to say your name, but he said all the weapons are viable in some way, and that is true. Even bagpipes I've
Yep.
seen is like pretty legit if you know what you're doing with it. The
I
support
actually
weapon.
know someone who mains it.
Oh, nice.
So that's gonna be really fun playing
Having
with them.
them, yeah. What kind of buffs do you get? Do you know?
It's like attack, defense, elemental, like the stuff you get from food, but you can kind of get it anytime.
Nice. Does it stack on top of like the food?
I don't know if it stacks.
Okay.
So
Well, either way, if you're missing something from the food, you're gonna get benefit from
Yeah.
having basically your bard. If you liked playing support. Ooh!
Just like that, you get him with the explosion.
Yeah. 60 seconds to carve him.
And here we finished our first actual monster.
No
hunt.
problem.
It's a good
Give
time.
me that. Give me some.
Yeah, it was Asterisk,
Jackass.
right? That gave that hint for when it's glowing.
Yeah.
You've changed my game with
Woo.
the Switch Axe now.
Woo!
I feel so complete. I feel like that little bit was missing, and now it's
Yeah,
there.
yeah, right. Now it's like you can't get enough of it. Now
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I'm a Switch Axe boy.
I know, right?
Here we are.
But that's the beauty of it. It's because like once you start like learning to master those weapons, it's like, is there a way to even make this even better? There might be, So like optimizing your combos and whatnot, but definitely.
So it does have
sweet
a tail
pro tip.
carve. Shoot.
I don't. Still learning,
maybe
Ben.
Maybe I accidentally got it at some point, or maybe I've never cut the tail off of the
Oh,
Great Generous.
man.
Here we are.
Here we are.
shoot some of these guys.
I mean, the first couple monsters aren't going to be as difficult. Difficulty, I'm assuming, ramps up as you play.
Oh, yeah,
right? So
it definitely does. Also, like I said earlier, I'm 70 hours into this game. Like I kind of understand everything, but like I'm still learning.
yeah.
But yeah,
That felt awesome, but seemed a bit OP. I mean, think about it like
it's
this
the first monster.
Yeah, look, if you hadn't played before, like someone like me, I probably wouldn't have slid and mantled. I probably would have effed up those button prompts. I probably wouldn't have been able to optimally do the like thing where it glowed and then the kind of like the I don't know, finisher, like where it sticks into his neck, like, and that would have made it seem probably less OP. You know,
I've heard people say that like the beginning fight in a game will take them like the whole 40 or 50 minutes. But like I know what I'm doing, so I was able to like run around and
should have watched me play Demon Souls and fight that first boss, which everyone said was the easiest boss, and it took me a good 10 to 15 minutes at least.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Isn't this the easiest boss?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've never played this. I don't know what I'm doing right now."
Insect Glaive is awesome. I agree, Jester. I like Insect Glaive. It's a good time. Extreme wants to know, will there be a Rathalos? I can say yes because it was in the beta.
Sick.
It showed up as a bonus monster while you're fighting the Anjanath. Stumbled onto the stream, and now I have a pre-order. I'm happy to help convince you.
Hopefully we convince that other person too.
Yeah, same. I hope that a lot of people give this game a try because it's a really good time.
Well, I think this is the best. Well, if it's not necessarily the best chance in the sense that, okay, yeah, I guess it's not coming out to PC, but this is going to give it like a really solid opportunity compared to like it being on handheld, because I was never going to play it handheld, I'll be honest, and I can't say that about everyone else in chat or everyone else out there, but that had to be a barrier. Whereas like, if you're putting it on a pretty on two pretty mainstream consoles, there's going to be a bigger user base there that are going to be interested, and it's early in the year, when usually it's kind of more quiet in terms of like game releases. So I think it's coming out at a great time. When playing co-op, can you craft things for your friends? Asks. Whoa, the chat just went too fast. Sorry, I missed the name.
You cannot craft things for your friends. You can't trade parts either. There was a time where I thought you could because it showed up, but you can't.
Gotcha.
But I also saw someone ask, is there a story or is it just hunting monsters? I feel like this is the first time there is like an actual story, which is, like I was saying earlier, kind of weird. But yeah, there's a plot driving you through, killing stuff.
Just pre-ordered, says Vegeta 310. Do you think it'll come out on Switch? There's an article today talking about that. I feel like that it's probably not for like a while, and there was a reason why, and I didn't look it up, so I apologize. But that is out there.
It's on GameSpot.com.
Exactly, GameSpot.com.
Check it out.
It is out there.
Happy to help you too, Evie.
Sweet. Thanks.
Everyone hanging out, doing stuff.
Yeah, thanks for the tips coming through. Thanks for the questions. We really appreciate it. Aragon Frost says, you guys convinced me from earlier. Great stream so far, very informative. Thank you for the kind words. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys all hanging out today as we go through some of the beginning parts of Monster Hunter World. I'm looking forward to it. That's another great point. Sorry to cut you off. There's gonna be like all those like cool like Capcom and / like at least for Sony crossover stuff with like Aloy. And stuff like that. I'm looking forward to that as well.
That's going to be a good time. But this is also a really big thing that people who've played a lot of Monster Hunter will probably be really excited about, just like I was. The upgrade trees are actually laid out like trees now, and you don't have to have like a wiki open to find out like what goes into what. It's all laid out. So you can be like, I'm going to upgrade my Switch Axe, and it'll upgrade it. You equip it. It's good. And then you can see like, oh, if I go down this route, I can eventually build into something that does lightning damage, or if I want to continue fighting the Great Jagras, I can get 3 more scales, and I'll be able to build the Jagras axe.
Nice. Which has a nice little hint there that it's, that version. You got the bone axe.
And you got the bone tree, all the different stuff for that.
And how does that other stuff unlock? Is it just as you progress through the game or start getting other like material?
You craft or buy a bone axe, and then it'll just be based off of, instead of going and mining stuff, it's off of like monster bones you find in piles.
Okay.
And then you just kind of go that way, and they have different stats and different builds and stuff, but they're basically the same weapon outside of that. Oh,
so you just
made a login bonus.
Yeah, nothing like a login bonus. Yes.
Lucky vouchers and cool boxes. Let's talk to this guy, get a quest.
You want to switch your weapon even though you just made a new one?
Oh yeah, I can definitely
Okay.
do that.
I guess right now in chat while he's scrolling through, tell me what you want to see. Hopefully it's one that Ben's
I'll pick and choose which one I actually know.
fine.
I don't want to
Alright,
like
which
embarrass
ones?
you guys.
Which ones do you know then? So
I don't
then
wanna
I
be
can kind of like say, hey
I-
chat. Which
I
one?
was kind of in the back of my head wanting to show off one of the range, so I feel like.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's do that.
It's really cool.
Yeah, just to show them that it is also viable, and like you said, it's more useful this time around compared to previous Monster Hunters. I think that's a good shout.
Yeah.
We'll do that for the next hunt. So pretty cool stuff though.
Let's register some bounties really quick.
Bounties. I love me bounties.
Bone piles. Sure, get insects. Mining outcrops. Pick up some honey. Grab some plants. And sure, mushrooms. Why not?
Yeah, we love mushrooms. So the
good
crafting is
time.
pretty cool too, and like
Expedition underway.
there's like
Meet me at the gate.
I think the one time saver down the road too is that you can like set things to auto craft too, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. So like I have it set where
All right, we're
If-
going iron bow.
yeah, if I pick up cuz you get potions at the beginning of each.
We got you, chat. Everyone said bow.
Now,
Like
Oh,
most
there we
most
go.
people said
We're
bow.
in.
Most
is
more
good.
more people said bow than anything else.
destination.
Are those like daily bounties or is that just
The
tutorial
ancient
stuff?
forest. We can expand
Uh,
expeditions as we delve
Oh,
further
so those are
Pretty good
while you're
incentive
out
to
doing it's
explore,
kind of
right?
like on top of what you're already doing.
Little
So they'll give
side
you, like
little side things.
yeah, you'll get one that's like go hunt 3-fanged monsters, and you basically just have it up while you're doing your regular stuff, and it'll give you extra bonuses for finishing it.
Iomax saying, I would love if you could, if players could change directions during combos. I often strike air because the monster moves while I'm in a combo.
So if that's a difficult thing for you, the weapon that I kind of learned to get around that with is the longsword. The longsword is a really good like beginner friendly weapon, I feel, because there's a lot of you can kind of twist and turn a little bit at least while you're fighting, and also they give you like an offensive defensive kind of maneuver that you can do if you press circle and triangle, where you kind of sidestep while you swipe your sword. So you can kind of use that to reposition and kind of get a better beat on whatever you're trying to fight. I recommend the longsword if you don't like that. Also, I recommend don't use the lock-on. A lot of people think that the lock-on probably helps you. It doesn't.
I learned that real quick.
Yeah.
I was, having not played a Monster Hunter and knowing that there is lock on because they tell you there's lock on, I started using it and I was like, oh, this kind of is not good.
Yeah.
Like, and I use lock on for so many like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, and it was like, what do you expect? But like in this game, it's not as good, I would say. But John Luke did mention, and I think maybe it was Justin too, that sometimes if you are in the air though, lock on helps for that stuff. But yeah, for the most part, you probably want to just like aim yourself, I guess.
Yeah, like I haven't locked on the entire time we've been playing.
Something to just get used to, essentially. Yeah, I adjusted Ben's mic. I might be a little louder now, so just tell me if that's too much for you guys.
I'm trying.
No, you're good. It's on my end. I got to do it, man.
Oh,
I got it. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So we're heading out into an expedition to try and find a new campsite. We're just gonna
Oh,
walk
hello.
past that guy.
Great Jagras.
Just hanging out doing his
Later.
thing. See ya. But yeah.
Yeah, there's no time limit on the expeditions, correct?
Yeah, expeditions, you basically kind of look at like a monster forecast, I guess, and you're like, oh, cool, the Great Jagras is going to be in town today. I guess I'm going to go and hunt them. And you don't have like a time limit. You don't have a cart limit, and you can kind of just go and kill stuff.
Someone had mentioned they're scared there's not going to be too many monsters.
There are a lot of monsters.
There you go. There's
A lot of monsters confirmed.
I want to say, and don't quote me on this, I think someone, I could have sworn I heard like over 40 or at least
So there's
40 or
there's a
something like that.
leaked list
Okay.
that we can talk about and speculate about
Uh-huh.
that has like 40 to 50 on it.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of monsters.
A lot of monsters. Can you befriend the monsters? You can
capture them.
Yeah, you can capture them.
I don't know if that's as good as befriending, but it's an option.
Pacifist. Too bad you can't be because you need their you need their
I need your
parts.
scales for pants. Please give me the pants.
all of the pants. Yeah, and the other thing, I think you can talk about this. That's kind of cool. Is like you're telling me because I was like, dude, which armor do I go? Because this is all about fashion. You know,
It's
I'm all about that fashion.
Fashion
and you're like,
hunter, yeah.
don't worry. Even if something, you just gotta pick what looks good, and then you just armor spirit.
Yeah, basically. And you can kind of keep a set around for a good amount of time. Also, just is good to armor sphere it and keep it up anyway.
Is that are those hard to come by, or is it just?
They don't happen a lot at first, but then you get them from the bounties, and you also can get them from finishing the higher level quests. So they're a thing you can do. Oh, the fisherman's here.
Oh, hey.
Howdy. So he gives you fishing quests.
Gats Ocean. I'm not sure. Is there transmogs in the game?
Not that I have seen. Also, hi Gats. It's good to see you.
Oh, there you go. Let's see. Whoa.
Like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Huh.
Every day I've been asked, do I know the way?
It's VR chat memes.
No, I know. And different spellings of that too. I love it.
Yeah.
How much customization is offered?
We showed customization earlier in
Yeah.
the stream for your character. In terms of armor, they give you a pretty good amount of like kind of messing with how you want to build your character, but it's still like here's an armor set, it does these things, and you kind of hunt down whatever set you feel like you want. Oh, there's another person over here. I'm just going to the campsite that I remember. I didn't know if
That's
there's
fine.
like
It just says find one, right?
yeah. So I was hoping I could poke around and maybe find a different one, but we're not trying to explore too much.
That's fine. You know what the people want.
Because we
Be the
want
people's champ.
more monster murder.
Yeah. We didn't pick this
Hey.
bow for nothing.
Exactly. Found it. Give me the campsite, please. Well, this game's so bad. We're so close to it coming out.
Soon.
So close.
I feel you. I feel you so much. Every day I ask, hey, do we get any more
more
copies
codes? Yeah.
a little early? I have massive FOMO right now.
Just give me the game, please.
Transmog ? Transmog or transmogrification is where, like in World of Warcraft or maybe other games, where you can make something look like something else, but still keep the stats of the thing that you have equipped.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
say, like-
transmogrification is.
So, like, I have this chest piece on right now, and I like the stats on it, and I want to make it look like the one that he has on. I can actually take, like, break it down and then turn it into that physically, but it still retains the stats of what I have on.
Converse, no, your Palico Pal is the same size the whole way through. They don't get older. Well, maybe in age, but not in appearance, right? I'm not making that up. Like they don't get bigger.
They don't get bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they get cool different armor sets and they look adorable.
I can't speak too much about dyes, unfortunately. Don't know too much there, and or maybe
In Monster Hunter 4, they had a thing where you hit high rank and you could change color.
Nice. Okay, so hopefully we're hoping that
Yeah.
the mechanic will probably stay the same.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about the fashion.
You want to figure out about all the cool stuff that
I am-
happens late in the game? Tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, if you want to know okay, so this is the first hour, give or take. And tomorrow, when the embargo's up, tomorrow at 11 a.m., John Luke, our boy Ben here, will be back showing off some late game or higher rank hunts, some late game, armors, weapons, what they've collected so far. And yeah, tune in for that one as well.
It'll be a good time.
It'll be a good time. That's when we talk about the deep stuff,
Exactly.
deep knowledge.
So trying to be respectful of cool embargoes and such. Oh, give me the doodles.
Apparently, Mr. Smeeb says transmog is in the game because the samurai set for the deluxe edition is a transmog.
That could be a thing.
Me don't have deluxe.
Same.
Minmax says, I love Autogon. He's so cute. A lot of kissy face.
Adorable. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at him just running around.
Wow, he's a lot faster than you.
Yeah, it's not a surprise.
Rip playing as Pelicos. Yeah, sorry. They do stuff to help you, though. A lot of cool stuff.
It ran off this way, and I'm checking like its usual
I'm so
path,
sorry.
but it's
I
not
have
there.
not been helping you. I've literally
you're
been looking.
fine.
I've literally been looking at the
You're
chat.
doing what you got to do. You're talking
Yeah.
to the people, and that's what we need.
I know. Dylan Smith, yes, 12 a.m. Thursday, which is like in less than 12 hours now. Our review and the rest of the reviews of the world will be out. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, it's off that way. It's got it already marked, but it's not tracking it. Okay.
Are you tracking a monster right now?
Yeah, so we
Okay.
went into the campsite, and there's a Kulu Yaku who's hanging out there.
Sweet.
So now we've got to hunt them down. They were literally right behind this tree the whole time.
Sneaky bastards.
Can't believe it.
The bow is a ranged weapon.
What up, my dude? It's good to see you. Have a seat, please.
Power in the kisser.
It's going to charge me. I'm
Yep.
not going to get this off.
Bap. No,
Got
you
it
gotta
off anyway.
believe, baby.
We did it.
So if you guys notice in the bottom right, he has like, right now he's using close range coatings, but there's other ones that he could use,
Here, I'll put
including
on a
power. Power is
power
gonna
coating.
probably like wreck this thing.
Woo!
You know what? You need to calm down, sir.
I also realized that I hadn't eaten on this hunt because I forgot that you end up having to hunt something.
Tis fine.
But we're
Yeah,
gonna
and there's
do
a
it
bunch of
anyway.
other coatings and stuff you'll be able to craft at some point. Oh, this guy's got a rock now. Oh, did you just do the little cluster bomb thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
fun time.
you can do that like on command, which is kind of nice. But
Is it essentially like a dodo?
woo, he's kind of a joke monster, but I like him a lot. He's got a lot of personality.
Yeah.
Run away, I dare you. Go away from here.
Oh, got him.
Got just
Little
the
bit.
1 damage. It's all good though.
Don't shoot him. He's a beautiful dragon. Nah, we have to. The game's telling us we have to, so
And here we are.
Sorry, bro.
He's trying to hang out in our camping spot, and we can't have that.
Nope.
How much you want to bet the Jagras is going to show up here in a second?
I wouldn't be shocked. I was about to say, I think he's fine, like trying to find a friend
Probably.
to like help out,
Like, hey, yo, man, I don't want to fight this dude by myself.
kind of make this a terrible time for you. Oh
Whoop.
yeah. No, stay in the rocks. No.
Can't believe this.
Bad Kulu
There we
Yaku.
go. That rock out of there.
So apparently the bow, according to chat the other day, is all about charging.
So I've found that it's more like a shoot twice and then do the charge shot.
Charge. Like a 1, 2, 3.
Because it adds extra shots every time you get a shot off. It's been working all right for me.
Yeah, I like that.
But charging is definitely good.
If anyone's got the pro strats,
Yeah,
if
you
anything
got
we're missing,
hints
tell
that
us.
you got from anything, let me know because I'm down. I'm
all
open.
about it.
So you do like one of these, and then it should do multiple hits.
Like
Yeah,
that.
Like that.
Pow.
That's my jam. for the
Ka-chow.
bow. Just pulling Owen Wilson.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did it yesterday,
I
so
love it.
I had to. Although it made more sense yesterday.
Yeah. Oh!
Your health is low.
Uh-oh.
Keep your
Oh no. Yeah, that I got stunned. It was real bad. It's okay though, because now we can eat something.
Yeah.
Because we didn't eat before.
Turns out we needed to eat.
And because this is in an expedition, I'm not.
our mini
I don't have a
game
cart
team
limit,
here serves
which is
food
kinda
and will
nice.
give you a boost for the hunt ahead.
You know what? We'll take defense just to be safe.
Kill
it also
it!
gives me more stats.
Wrecked. Yeah, we got wrecked.
That's what happens.
What happens? The guy had a rock.
There was a rock. I couldn't do anything.
He did a boom
sun was in
shakalaka.
my eyes. This bow is not my bow. It's someone else's bow.
Yeah. They got us
It's
off
true.
our strong switch axe game.
Exactly. Yeah, the slinger makes him drop the rock. You've got to have the ammo for the slinger though, which I didn't pick up yet. Which is kind of foolish of me, but it's fine.
Oh, I see the significance of the rock now.
The rock isn't a thing to mess around with.
no.
When he throws it, it's very serious.
I think he uses it to block attacks too, I feel like.
Yeah,
Unless that was like
It's-
what I
it's
saw
like
was
a-
accidental, but it seemed like he meant it.
it's like a shield kind of deal. Looking good over there.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, that one did multiple hits despite you not.
I also
doing
think
the
it's
one, too.
based off your stamina somehow. Like I still don't entirely understand.
Oh,
how
like
it
on the
all
left
works.
or
Yeah.
on the top left, rather. Yeah, go fight Otacon. He's tired. He's falling asleep.
Just taking a nap for a second. There we go.
Got him.
Broke that middle of his body, I guess.
What do you have to offer? Stay there.
That wasn't even
How
a good
did that
one.
not? It felt meaty enough, you know, that
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, oh, he's digging for rocks.
No, he's got his head stuck.
Oh, okay.
Now's the perfect time. God, see, it might be because I'm using the close range coding now. Actually,
Yeah, you're also out of stamina.
yeah.
Death by chicken dinner.
Oh no! It came full circle. Oh, there he is. We're
Can
calling
you
it out.
smell what the rock is cooking? Oh, there's the great Jagras.
It's hanging out.
Because one monster wasn't enough.
Now you got 2.
Oh, he done eating too.
Good God.
Oh my God. He's doubled in size.
It's alright. He's real slow now,
That's good.
which is
Otacon's got your back.
he's just
kinda-
sticking it out there, hanging out.
Uh-oh.
See ya.
Oh,
So
now
you
he's
have
got
to
the
dodge
rock.
that. Oh no!
He's a rock boy.
It's my one weakness.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Maybe. Sometimes.
My dude, get out of my way.
No, I want to play.
I'll see you later.
Oh, I did too much to eat.
Good God. Why Otacon though? Why not?
Because we're Meryl.
It's short for a Taku convention. Oh no!
Haha, gotcha.
So I don't want to deal with that at all. I want to stay away from that completely. Oh, there's some goop on the wall.
Larry's back. Now it's a party. Yeah, I know,
Oh.
right? Larry's trying to find us.
Hey, Mikey, how's it going? Grab this.
We're
real
currently playing on a regular in Riri, but most of the other folks out in the pit, the video pit and editorial pit, are playing on that pro life. We
Yeah.
just gimped Ben because, I don't know, we decided that was a thing.
I kind of was at a point where I'm like, I'll take a PS4, just any PS4.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. We got that back step from the shot that I completely whiffed.
This is fine.
Get out of here!
Oh, hello. Is that a...
I don't want you here at all. No one wants you here.
It's a big monster.
This is a really big monster.
Ben.
He will definitely one-shot me if he breathes fire on me.
Maybe he'll
And
kill it for us?
I think it's actually going to run away. I don't think it's going to stick around and try to fight him.
I think he should try fighting him.
Whoa.
So we can watch.
Oh no, he's getting out of here.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Ben?
Yeah!
Okay, we're not dead.
Oh
now,
my
yeah,
God!
Now we're dead. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, so that's why you don't mess around with the monster you're supposed to fight like 15 hours into the game.
Yeah. It's running pretty well. I haven't seen any hiccups or anything.
It's definitely doesn't run as well as like the pro version, but
Mhm.
it's manageable. T-wrecked. Get got. Also, I can't eat now because I've
Apparently,
already
Glitter Nuke says there's no ultimate version, explicitly said by Capcom. Take your word for it, I guess.
I feel like at some point there might be, but you know, we'll see. We don't know.
Try Hard Black Eye. I don't think he has any other coatings right now, so he's just kind of stuck
Yeah.
using the close
This is
range. This is
just
early
the beginning.
game. We just literally equipped the bow to kind of showcase a different weapon.
Let's try to get away
But,
from this guy and not be anywhere near him.
I feel like I put Ben in a corner,
That's fine.
and no one puts Ben in a corner.
It's gonna track down this silly looking.
Dodo bird,
Dodo bird
sword slash
thing.
raptor thingy
Yeah.
hybrid. We don't want any part of the
Um,
Anjanath, that's for sure.
He's behind me.
Did we go into his home?
We might be headed towards it. We're not quite
Is
there
that
yet.
is that our boy?
Yeah, there he is, hanging out. Oh, if I can get that. See if I can get that mount on him.
Hi-ho, Silva.
Just came up too close. Oh, it's not letting me do it. That's fine. You know what? We don't need it.
He's got a rock.
Get out of here.
So maybe if you're new to Monster Hunter, maybe I would say don't use the bow to start.
Yeah, I still think that the longsword's a really good beginner weapon.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's faster than that great sword.
the dual
Good
blades are
reach.
really good.
Yep. Sword and shield, as someone had mentioned.
Yeah.
I think the switch axe is fine for
It's a good time.
starter weapon. Too.
Once you learn how to get between the two modes, it
Mhm.
it becomes kind of easy. Then you get all the nuanced stuff like the the charge hit where you like climb up on them.
Go to sleep.
Come on. He's running away and he's limping.
Oh.
Well, that's okay. I'll just shoot this over here really quick.
For some reason, I was like, oh, cool. Ben's going to track him. Nope.
Nope. Just following him all the way down.
Bend the knee. Bow is better in groups ammo. Yeah, could see that. I would
Yeah.
say the range stuff is probably hard to start with solo if you don't know what you're doing.
The
for
really
sure.
fun thing with range when you're in a group, though, is because you have people who are actually able to take the attention of the monster,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to do more damage.
Do what you need to do, yeah.
But that means that you're going to definitely pull more threat. So you'll be sitting there going like, "Oh, this is really good. I'm getting a lot of hits," and then all of a sudden the thing turns around and looks at you, and you're like, "Welp, I guess I'm dead now."
Use the trap above him. You mean that one? Don't worry, Muddy. Fun star. Just trying a new weapon. We will switch soon enough. Someone said to use Charge Blade. I think Ben said he's just moderately okay with that weapon.
Yeah,
Still trying to figure it out.
I don't know it very
So
well.
I'm gonna go with Longsword as his next swapping weapon too, I guess, or maybe another weapon that you feel comfortable with as well.
Longsword might be good just because I've been talking it up so much.
Yeah, talking it up, and you get to do that sweet like slam dunk air move.
Yeah, the new move they added for this game is one of my favorite things.
Oh, I got rock.
This guy should be dead here in a
Rock
second.
light. You lied. That was the second.
Shoot. Called out.
Can bows cut tails off?
Yes.
Oh,
They can.
there you go.
It's usually with a better bow and one that is, got more ammo types.
Uh-huh.
So there's slicing. No, that's for guns. Slicing shots for guns. But yeah, you can shoot tails off with a bow. It's usually with this shot that it works.
Okay. We got a tip. They said if you get carded, get poison.
That's a good call.
Yeah, get poisons from camp chest. If you do get carded.
Oh, so there aren't anything in the chests.
Oh,
because it's an
we're just-
expedition.
Oh, right. Okay.
Which is kind of a not great thing, but there we go. So now we use the slinger ammo to knock the rock out of its hands. There we go.
No. He's still kicking, man.
Oh yeah,
He looks tired.
he's
though.
on the way out though.
It's like, man, just leave me alone.
Woo!
Somehow he missed, which was fortuitous.
Oh, it's all calculated. Everything I'm doing right now is,
I know,
is
right?
super calculated. There we go.
All right. On to the longsword, Ben.
Let's do it. I'm gonna get these parts off of him really quick though.
Your stamina cap has dropped. Eat
Oh,
some
I know
rare
it's
steak
dropped.
for
I'm
some
feeling it.
There was a berries above him to shoot.
Yeah, there's probably like one of the things you can load in like up here somewhere. You just drop it on him and do a thing, but
Nice.
I got time for that. I only got time for shooting and looting all the time.
Mm.
Oh, and I can just get out of here.
The monster gets weaker and more tired as you continue to fight it. That's why it was kind of keeled over there.
Yeah.
Do not fear. We will show you the longsword. It's like one of
It'll
his
be here.
one of
We're
his
good.
one of your go-tos, I would say. A moment of silence for our fallen dodo sword. Sure. Was that long enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you can get into this decently easily. Daily bits. I've never played a Monster Hunter, and I'm looking forward to playing it. Obviously, weapons are going to be your first kind of thing to deal with in terms of like which one you want to use and how complex some of them are. So just kind of get used to them and don't get frustrated, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you learn more and you continue to learn more, as Ben even learned more today.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Excellent bow play. I appreciate that because I felt like it wasn't the best show of it, but if If
It
you're
was
into
all
it, I'm
right.
into
I
it.
thought it was all right.
It-
I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was great.
Having that low stamina definitely messed with me.
Yeah. It wasn't like your Switch X performance. I'll tell
Exactly.
You that, okay? I'll tell you
I've
that.
also been using the Switch X like a lot in my actual playthrough.
Oh, nice. I'll be honest with you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty. What chat are they reading? We're reading every chat all at once. every
Apparently,
single one.
the next monster we're gonna need some hot anti-poison.
Oh man.
Thanks for the tip, Bruce Henry.
All right,
Yo, that map, says Rake. Yeah,
grab
that
this stuff really quick. Change to the longsword. There we go. And we'll go talk to the commander. Oh! Hold on.
Map. Yeah, PC's gonna be a hot minute until it comes out.
We did it. We beat the game.
Oh wow.
That's the most important thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Could see that.
Keeping you busy?
Just in case anyone's wondering if Poogies
What's
were
up,
still
I am
in.
Sky. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for
So there
tuning
you go. Mr. Dreadful knows. It's all about the Poogie.
Poogie.
We're the ones to get it done.
We're the ones to get it done.
Has an urgent mission. Partner, you'd better come see me.
Hey there.
Gonna go our separate ways. Oh no. Field team leader's leaving me.
I'll ask this, see if you can answer it. Uzman said, I heard there won't be any loading screens. Does that mean that all the levels maps will be joined together and not like the beta where you had to choose a quest to get to a new map?
So they're still zones, like different biomes, but once you're inside of that biome, you don't have to load it all.
Glitter Nuke says, oh, thank God the pigs are in.
Yeah, right. It's a very important thing. Oh, it's this boy.
What's up?
It's the Pukey Pukey.
Pookie. Do you need that hot anti-poison?
Probably, but I'm gonna go.
Why no
I'm gonna
love
go
for
without it.
my weapon, the lance? We can only show so many.
If I could equip every weapon possible, and show it off all at once,
Yeah.
I would.
Shakib, the game comes out tomorrow at 12 a.m., which would be Friday technically, but Thursday to Friday, 12 a.m. Luffy Sakat says, thank you for the preview. More eager to play now. One more day to wait. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the kind words. We're going to eat some fish, some kebabs, some meat and cheese, some type of soup.
Delicious.
Oh, I'm glad you feed
Your cat too.
your cat, your
Yeah.
bud.
Well, he's got to eat. He's got to get his
Does he, though?
his
No, I'm just
stats.
kidding.
Yeah.
Man.
I am going to.
Kobe Momochi says, thanks for the heads up on GTFO yesterday. Any idea if it's on all consoles? No idea. I mean, that was such a kind of just like a teaser type thing during Video Game Awards. Hard to say what it's going to be. I would imagine all three, but you never know.
I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to Payday, kind of like a lot of their other games, but
Mm-hmm. But
There's
it's like
nothing wrong with
Payday Left
that.
4 Dead
Payday is a good time. I like
coming
Payday
to
a
Switch
lot.
soon,
Yeah, I don't
which I have no idea how that's going to be.
I don't know how I'm going to play that on this. I don't know if I will play it on the Switch. I've been playing around with the VR mode in it a bit, which is a weird time.
Elder Gamesman asking, what's the best weapon for a total noob to the series?
Well, we're doing longsword. I think longsword's a good option. Sword and shield's a good option.
Which sword is it? Just called? What's the easier sword and shield called? Is it just sword and shield?
I think it's just sword and shield.
Okay, cool. Just
Charge
wanna make
blade
sure.
is the other one.
Yeah,
All right, so we've got all this. We're good to go. Let's hunt this boy down.
let's do it.
Got some weather conditions happening now. It's raining. Everything's all wet.
Like it. What else is there besides the next hunt? The hunt is the life.
Hunt. There is nothing after the hunt. It's
The
just
hunt
the
life.
hunt.
Maybe the expedition.
You can do expeditions anytime. Hunts keep going. Hunts don't stop. But yeah. Where? Fine.
Peter Corfield says, at GameSpot, my fear is this looks repetitive. Never played Monster Hunter before, but is there any more to this than hunt, town, craft, repeat?
At a very basic level, it is just kind of hunt, town, craft, repeat, but it's the different factors and kind of like the way that the fights can play out differently that is what kind of drives you. Because the game is the hunt.
Yeah.
If you like, I keep trying to avoid it because I don't want to keep being like, if you like Dark Souls, there's a lot of stuff you can kind of like pull over to here, but like if you really like that feeling of when you beat a boss in Dark Souls, it's just that feeling over and over again.
Yeah. And I will say, like, there's layers of complexity, as I've mentioned throughout the stream, which is, like, trying to hone in and master a weapon, getting better at that weapon. And then that in itself is, at least for me, going to be fulfilling, I know. And then, like, there's, 14 weapons in total, so you could, in theory, then try the next weapon.
Yeah.
And as someone else in chat mentioned, too, the game gets a lot more fun with playing with other people.
Yeah.
Which you can either matchmake with or party up with. And then it becomes like the memories and the experiences that you have with your friends. Like, remember that one time when the Puke was like all up on you and I was sitting there laughing at you?
I was just laughing at you from across the way.
Something like that. The game have weather changes? Question mark.
We got
Apparently
different weather.
so.
Different weather confirmed.
Yep.
God, it hurts me to see that I have a weapon that starting out has yellow durability. This is kind of killing me a little bit.
Inside.
Yeah.
Welcome to being a low-ranked hunter again.
Here we are.
This is already going a lot better, I feel like.
I spent a lot of time with the longsword.
Have you, though?
Yes.
I could not tell.
It's a weapon that...
Wait till you see the good stuff.
Oh, God.
You haven't seen him do the good stuff yet.
There we go. Get that heal. I could probably do one of those coming up in a second. I'll do one of these right now.
Yeah.
You bring it back down.
Me likey.
It's a good time. That's the new move that they added in.
Yeah.
I'll break this. Dude, come down. What are you doing?
I'm here. Come get me.
See if you can reach me now.
Ooh, he's got the poison.
He's poisoned now.
He's got the poison.
See, I've turned the tables.
Ooh.
I'm just trying to skirt right along the edge of that.
Puke be puke.
He's just sitting right in there, spinning around like I don't know what to tell him.
This is way better than Destiny. Destiny. My love, what has happened to you?
Yeah.
So, my friend that plays a lot of Destiny and also played Dark Souls, like, kind of like in a way, pushed me over the edge because he was like, Monster Hunter, at least for him, reminded him of a lot of like the Dark Souls as you had mentioned and the Destiny elements, and I was like, I like both of those.
I like all of these things.
Sounds like something I'd be into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
It's a good time.
Someone said cut its tail if possible.
Oh, I'm gonna try to get that tail carve.
Thank you. Yeah, Destiny players did jump to the Division just because the Division's been having some bigger updates, which is good on them.
I'll get this again.
Haha.
God, the music in this game is so good too. Like all
They're
the
saying
different
turn it up.
themes.
Got it.
Yeah, crank it, just max. Keep it going.
That's maybe a little too much. Weak spot is the tail. We're trying to chop it off. We're doing our best.
Always go for that tail cut.
I feel like I'm getting messaged somehow.
My dude, don't run away from me. I just got here.
See you later, Ben.
Ugh.
Don't mind me.
Just sit here and sharpen my sword up again
Sharpen
because
it up.
only goes to yellow.
Damn, feels bad.
It's not even sharp. Tay, it's not even sharp.
What would you say it is?
This is like a butter knife right now.
Oh man.
I'm fighting this thing with a giant
you're
butter
gonna
knife.
kill it with a butter knife. That's
I
pretty
can't
good.
believe this.
Where is it? Evo Abby or Abby says, I hope they all have all the classic bosses like the Tigris, Narga, and all the other elders.
Tune in tomorrow to find
Tune-
out
tune in
about
tomorrow if
high-ranked
there's
Monster Hunter.
Some of the
world.
monsters you might be looking for. As Ben will be on his 70-hour character instead of his now
My
half
butter
an
knife
hour? Your
wielding
butter
character?
knife, yeah.
Ugh.
Blade Stallion says, would the longsword cause a lot of hits on teammates?
It would, but it seems like they've kind of minimized how much it interferes. A lot of this game has got a lot of quality of life stuff in it. Oh no!
You're poisoned.
I was trying to go through the whole fight without getting got once, and I messed it up.
Well, you have 10 more, so it's fine.
Yeah, not too worried.
Who asked that question? Where did it go?
There we go.
Is this game better than DBZ Dragon Ball Fighters? That's How
not
do you compare them?
comparable.
How can you compare them? I think they're both a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think if you're on a limited budget, then it depends on what you think you'll get more out of. This
Go where your friends
obviously,
go.
yeah, this will obviously last you probably a good 60 to 80 plus hours potentially, even more. I guess you could argue that Dragon Ball Fighters could do the same if you're, gonna go past story mode and maybe it's
all that lab time.
online play and lab time.
Oh, I tripped.
Way to trip. Oh, he's like taking a nap.
Oh, get out of here. What are you doing?
They're like, haha, we see a moment. Hey, man, maybe the Puke has been ruining their week. And
They're just like, oh, this is our chance.
they've never seen him in a weaker state. Oh, did you get points?
Got it.
Nope.
I was like, maybe I'll follow through with this combo and see if I can just barely hit his wing or something.
That's kind of like that sort of Dark Souls element that you're talking about too. Is like you don't want to spam too much. Obviously, you want to make sure that if you are hitting a button that it lands because it's on you if you press them one too many times.
Yeah,
and,
they're recovery frames, iframes, all the frames you could ever want in this game. We got a scale. He's gonna fly away. Go home. I want to fight you when you're home. Oh look, it's our pal, the Great Jagras. He's back.
Later.
See ya. Don't want to have anything to do with you either. All right. There he is. Swooping down. I'm gonna take. Oh, I should cook. Why am I not cooking? Make some delicious meat.
These are the questions you have to answer.
Just sit there and wonder all the time.
Kill, murder it. Oh, we're trying. First, we want that sweet tail.
Oh no. No! I can't believe this. I can't believe you've gone and done this.
It's fine.
Got that fully leveled up sword now. Don't run away from me. Just give
It
me
knows.
There we go. Just bring it down.
Yahtzee.
Did we got the
We
tail?
broke something. Yeah.
We did it. All that hard work and perseverance has paid off, and now we have a tail to cut open.
Can you turn off scout flies? Is a question being asked.
I don't know if you can. I haven't really looked into it. They're really nice though, so they keep the game flowing pretty well. Woof.
Ooh. He says,
I
I don't
deserve
need
it.
my whole tail to slap you.
I cut it off. I deserve to be hit by it.
Switch to arrows when it flies up. Oh, wait. I mean, you
hold
technically...
on.
Wait, do you have that slinger thing yet?
I do. I
Okay,
just sit
so
here
you could do that.
and shoot rocks at it.
How's that rock?
Slinger to distract monsters.
Get distracted.
I have to sharpen my stuff again.
Seems like a good time while he's in the air.
I'm gonna give him a couple of rocks just to do it.
That new longsword move is beautiful, says Killy
God, I
7.
love it so much.
Woo! Otacon!
It's okay. He can do it. He's really good at it.
Apparently. Pow! Rend the kisser.
There you go and get that last hit.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh!
You
Slam
go
a
these
jamma!
again, bring it back down. Ugh.
Like it. Ryuch Uzumaki says, yes, you can turn off scalp flies.
Oh, there you go. Confirmed.
Victor Her asking, what parts can you cut and break from monsters?
Depends on the monster, but
Yeah.
usually it's like you can cut the tail off, you can break their face. If they have like a horn or something, you can usually knock that off. You can break their feet. Attacking certain parts of their body will also like knock them over. So the one that you saw me fighting yesterday, if I attacked its feet, it gives me a good opportunity to hit it in one of its sensitive areas. So
Sensitive.
that's part of the strategy, is to like hit things in certain places.
Damn your roar.
Yeah, right.
What is the name of the monster you're fighting? We're
It's a Puke.
It's right under our picture-in-picture.
The picture, the Puke.
Yeah, it's right there. See, hunt a Puke.
We planned that entirely.
I measured it out.
Every single thing in this stream is 200% calculated. We know exactly what we're doing.
Yep. Uh-oh.
The Puke. Ah, my favorite.
Nice. Got that tail.
Heck yeah.
I think there was like feathers there at one point.
That's
That's weird. How come
wow.
they're telling you to go that way? I just saw him fly the other way. Did you go into the nest?
You know, the flies sometimes, they're like a GPS and they don't know what they're doing. You need to update the firmware or something.
Oh, man. So it's a Siri.
It might be a quicker way. I don't believe it, though. Oh, it's probably because it's flying up.
Up to the tree or something.
So it's trying to take me up higher.
Rainbow lizard. Sort of.
It does have that multicolored tail.
Do you have to worry about the tail despawning?
Eventually it will. It's happened to me once.
Okay.
While I was fighting Redacted. But, yeah.
Oh, hello. Is
My
this your
dude.
home?
Jump off that wall and definitely missed being able to hit him.
How about this time?
Oh, just out of reach.
Ooh, if he had his tail.
Well, exactly. If he still had his tail, we would have done it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want.
Yeah. Don't mind us.
Get up on his face, give him a good poke.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You're an idiot. You hit your head on the wall. Stop hitting yourself.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Get stabbed. So
There
I'm
we go.
assuming for you, you just do the jump. Oh.
You do the Spirit Storm, which
Right into the eye.
is pretty good.
I don't know, man. It still doesn't beat that switch axe, man.
The Switch Axe is so good.
So good.
There we go.
That's that Destiny fanboy. I'll never take anything serious that comes out of his mouth.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fair. I accept your proposal, I suppose. I don't know too much about this game. That's why I defer everything to Ben. But I'm looking forward to playing it, though. That's for sure. I will get good, as the internet would hearken.
I'm excited for seeing how many people in the office decide to pick it up.
Mm.
I want to see how many people are into it. I want to help people get into it.
Be the Sherpa.
Yeah. Well, call it a Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
You kind of look over everyone. And you're like, yeah, you got this. You can do it.
I'll call him Senpai.
I'm into it. Looks raged. It probably is.
I mean, getting stabbed in the face that many times, I think I'd be pissed too.
I'd be angry.
Yeah.
Cut off my tail. Push me around a bit. It's no good.
Doing some field
Come on
research
down
on the
here.
way.
They might be running back to their home. Possibly. If I was here earlier, this would have been really good to kind of swing off of and hit them.
Bear Friend, it'll eventually come out to PC later in the year, but to start, it's going to be on PlayStation 4 as well as the Xbox One, and that'll be tomorrow/Friday, depending on it's Friday, but
You're gonna go to
12
sleep. Oh no,
a.m.
you're
or something.
eating.
Me hungry.
Hit that.
Oh, bigger wasp to get your health back. That's
Ugh.
good.
I missed.
So do you say peace out?
It's okay. Let's jump down on him,
Yep.
and then he'll jump back up.
Did you get poisoned though? You might have got poisoned.
No, I'm
by
good.
No, you might have poisoned him.
Possibly. I'm
It
into
just it left the little trail there, so I thought you might have got him. Yeah, and as mentioned, tomorrow Ben will be back, probably with John Luke. They'll be doing some late ranking hunts, or high ranking hunts. Sorry,
that high rank nonsense.
late game high ranking hunts.
Come watch us get beat up a bunch by monsters that are even more angry.
Showcase some of that cool later game armor, weapons, stuff like that.
Yeah, and we'll be able to talk about a lot more, which is definitely
Exactly.
a good thing.
Exactly.
All right.
Thomas Carter hoping they add variants or G ranks. There's speculation I've heard
there's-
about the G rank stuff.
There's a lot of speculation about G rank, which I also hope it makes its way in.
So how does that work for someone that I have no idea what that like even means?
It's just like extra ranks on top of your hunter rank.
Oh, okay. What?
He's down like
On a tree or a rock or something?
in the gunk. Oh, don't go in there. No. Why do I?
It's a trap, Ben.
You know, sometimes you just get really excited and maybe a little bit overzealous, and you just end up like fighting the thing in the actual poison. I'll just let him sit in there until he decides to step out.
He likes it though.
Yeah, that's his natural element.
Sharpening our butter knife.
Woo!
Maybe not.
So that got him out. That's what we needed. It was all mind games. Oh, he's real tired. No.
Oh, that's so sick. I like it.
I love it every time.
Ooh, doing work now.
Right in the face. Oh, he can't fly. No. You just kind of get more and more sad as the fight goes on.
No, you don't.
Because you're like, oh, man, this poor dude.
I'm not sad.
Not
You
sad
did
at
all.
all.
You did all that work.
This poison dragon deserves to die.
Yeah.
What does the poison dragon even do?
I need your poison dragon parts so I can make that sweet armor.
Those poison pants?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I got like a trying to spread some butter.
No.
Yes, Tiffinator. That's correct.
You running away now? Yeah, you are.
What's this? Monday Gundai says once you get good weapons, you can kill them in like 10 minutes. Sometimes faster.
So
So
with my current character fighting the Great Jagras at like the lower level, I was able to finish him in literally 5 hits.
sick.
So that was a wonderful experience to kind of like go back and just do an investigation hunt just to do it.
Mistaken mishaps. Yes, PPP. The puke pants.
Oh, perfect.
I'm down with PPP.
Yeah, you know me. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, my God. Every time.
Do it.
Yeah. So that's the only way to finish it. That's
Style.
the only way to do it.
Got a style on them.
Pick up that piercing pod. There we go. Get our
Yep,
carbs.
mhm. Give me that.
Get out
Give me
of
that.
here.
Give it to me.
Fights are so long, I don't know if it's fun for you. Yeah. So it might be kind of like you're watching someone do it and you're like, man, this has been like 15 minutes. What is this? It doesn't feel like that while you're doing it.
Got more
It's-
things to worry about.
Moment to moment, constantly
Oh,
thinking, get
Like
out of
our
here.
boy right here.
Go home. I'm leaving. No. Why?
You killed his friend.
Why'd you do this? He's the only person I knew in the forest. Now he's going to sit here and roam endlessly forever. That's real sad. I'm going to leave him alone. So the best thing, too, coming up here, we'll be able to see it. They did it kind of in one of the more recent games, too, but you get the last hit screenshot.
Oh, nice.
So since we did that really cool, like, jump off of him, springboard down onto him, it'll probably be a really cool picture. I think it'll be on Xbox One. It is on Xbox
Yes,
One.
sir.
It's a good time. So there you go.
Ooh, yeah.
You can hide the menu, take a screenshot to remember it if you want to.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
It's almost like we're shooting a flare in the sky, but we're not.
Shooting a pain. It's pain. It's
Yes.
ugh. Can't troll my friends anymore. The Xbox One version probably will be, until the PC version comes out, maybe the best
Yeah,
looking
that's
running
if
one.
you
just
have
'cause
the
it's-
One X.
If you have a One X, yeah.
if you have the One X. Yeah. Preface.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Really have the blast element. It's my favorite status. Tune in tomorrow to find out.
That could be a yes. That could be a no. That could be a maybe. Who knows?
I'm just saying, if there was someone who was really into blast elements, I definitely have not been farming up blast element weapons for a while.
All right, Ben. As we wind down the stream, is there anything we need to showcase before we say goodbye to our folks until you see them tomorrow?
I think we've done a pretty good kind of introductory run
Nice.
on this stuff. I feel
Okay.
pretty good. I'm really excited to be on tomorrow to talk about more stuff because I can't talk about
Yeah,
everything I want to talk about now.
Yeah, this is the early stuff. We
There
were
we
fortunate
go.
enough to be able to preview the game today. Yeah. Oh,
This is exactly what we needed.
sweet.
Everything's great. I'm gonna run around town and show everyone my cool pig.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's the first hour or so, maybe a little longer than that with the character creator. Oh, look at that. That's so cute.
The sun setting. Everything's
Yeah.
looking real nice.
Yeah. And thanks, Ben, for playing, of course, and
Oh,
dropping the
anytime.
knowledge.
Yeah.
And everyone in chat, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, though, not only are we going to be live again tomorrow with some later game stuff with Ben and Jean-Luc in Monster Hunter World, but at 2 o'clock today, we're also doing the Sea of Thieves beta. We're going to have a crew of 4 pirates, and they're going to do some stuff. They're going to plunder. They're going to
get that booty.
maybe get drunk. They're going
Ooh.
to get that booty. Now, drunk is a bad time. It's actually kind of hard to watch. I told them they probably shouldn't get too drunk because, like, you
But there
yeah.
is going to be drinking. And
there's going to be some drinking.
Jolly Rogers and all sorts of crazy cool pirate things.
Yeah. So tune into that. That's in about an hour, so please tune into that. If not, all good. See some of you folks tomorrow maybe for the stream tomorrow. And Friday, we're not done. Friday, we have Dragon Ball Fighters too. So for all those people in the chat that are like, I don't know, Dragon Ball Fighters, Monster Hunter World, what do I do? Well, you can watch that one too
Check
and
out
then
everything.
make a decision, I guess. But until next time, and when you see Ben tomorrow, see y'all later.
Bye.